like to call to order the Historic Commission meeting for May 1st, 2024. If I could get a motion to adopt, please.
I'll make a motion to adopt the agenda.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor? Any opposed? Agenda adopted. I get a motion to approve the minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
A motion, have a second to approve the minutes.
I'll second that.
We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Folks, at this time, I'm going to call for a moment of silence. We've lost a good friend, a member, as we consider as of our family, because we went to him so often for so many things. He sat with Carolyn over there, and we're going to miss him dearly. He's going to be missed by Berlin. So remember, silence for Dave Engelhart, please. Thank you very much. Okay. Business 17 South Main Street, roof repair. Is that Mr. Reg Mayor? Is that you, Reg? Yes. Come on, you come on to the front table, please. Just state your name, your address, what you intend to do, just tell us what you got to do with your roof here.
My name is Reggie Mariner, 17 South Main. I basically, I didn't know that basically I replaced my roof shingles with essentially the same color they were, and I didn't know that it was, it was basically supposed to come before the historic committee, but here I am after the fact. But so that's the main reason for me to come here.
So basically, I mean, and you applied, you got the permit and everything, but it's the same exact shingle, was put up.
Well, I mean, for all intents and purposes, the brands between Tamco and GAF.
I understand. Does anybody have any questions? Because we're
It
going to
looks the
talk.
same.
Yeah, it looks the same to me.
And part of that, Reggie, is short sections of the gutter, and then there's looks like an add-on of windows.
Yeah, so while I was here, so one of the problems I was having is I don't have any gutters in my whole house, which I'm generally okay with, but the upper roof drips on the front porch, and it basically shortened the life of the shingles. And so I am looking to put some gutter up just on the front to stop where the drip line is on the front porch. So it would show on Main Street. And but I'm looking at doing like 6-inch half round, like historic, with the clip system. I just brought some, but it's like it would be I want it to look good. So I'm proposing like 6-inch half round, white in color. Yeah.
Find anything objectionable about that? I like that you're going to try to bring some historic significance or age to the house, so it isn't. That's great.
Yeah, I'm looking at using the half round, and then the clips with the spring. It's with the old traditional where we have the you see the circles underneath with the spring clips on it. So that's the system I'm going to use.
And are the windows just sort of something that you're thinking of down the road, or on the front of the house, or?
Yeah, obviously that's a bigger cost item, and I'm trying to just make some general improvements to the house, and so I'm looking at different options, and I wanted to see while I was here what I know there's been some, as far as what you guys have been accepting. I don't want to put a fully, and I don't intend to put a fully vinyl window in there. I know people are putting clad, so the different claddings are either vinyl or fiberglass.
Are these on the front of the house, Reggie, on South Main, or on the side, or
I
on
would
the back
ultimately
side?
do the whole thing, but I'd probably do
Oh,
it.
this is down the road. This isn't anything you want to do.
Well, I may, if I get the numbers right, I may start in small groups of like 3 or 6, and I could start on the back, or I don't really dead set on where I start that I can think of right now.
Our approval is like 3 years. Do you know an answer to that?
I'm
Our
sorry.
approval if we approve, say we approve his windows, I think it's a 3-year approval.
I would have to look it up.
Yeah, I think it is, Rich, but we can find it out for sure.
Noreen, were you on the commission when Mr. Girardi came in front of us with Waverly, the historic home,
Yeah.
Frannyville
Right.
Cullen's house across from Worcester Prep, Waverly? And we had a lot going on with that, going back in our notes, Carolyn, about, vinyl windows on the front of the house and prohibitive
I
of,
think one of the major things that was discussed was mullions being on the outside as opposed to a double hung with being in the middle of the two panes.
Yeah, I don't have paint,
You
or,
don't have-
I don't have mullions
Your
or,
house is not that
what do you-
old.
yeah, I don't, mine windows just, they don't have any
Black and white
grills or,
Mm-hmm.
what do you want to call them?
I think a lot of it was after all the hoopla at the Atlantic Hotel, when they were.
Yeah, I remember that.
I know you're young enough to remember that too, that when all that went in, there was a big thing about the vinyl, and the vinyl that shines and the sunshine, when you have something that have it more muted or whatever, we were, particularly because of Waverly being so old, and I'm guessing your house turned the century, somewhere in
05,
1910.
it was 1905, yeah, I guess that whole little block burned down, I think the Presbyterian Church in 04, and so
Okay.
most of those houses are around.
Did
I
not
think.
realize that. Okay, I was guessing from the period, it looked like about a 1910 or something in there.
Yeah, it's 05, same
05.
as the Presbyterian Church, I think, because the church has a cornerstone 05.
You've taught me something today.
Well,
forgot.
I
Thank you.
just happened over, it took me 30 years to gather a little bit of facts on it.
Well, you've done a nice job on your home. I will compliment you on that too as well.
Well,
Your background.
I did a while back, but it's definitely due for some sprucing up, and so that's where I'm trying to get to. So,
Which shingles are you gonna use, Reggie?
well, on the roof.
Oh, it says new shingles.
Well, I did. I put new
Oh.
they were GAF.
Okay.
They're actually they were the top of the line for GAF shingles. They're the,
And then what else? Gutters, windows,
yeah. So the windows. I mean, I'm assuming you guys are okay. You've been allowing a clad window.
We like to see it. We like to see whomever your builder is, or will show us what the window looks like, because there's such a
A
variance.
sample of
A
it.
sample, thank you,
Okay.
right, of what they're proposing to show you when you get to the point. I
Well, I'm
need-
going to put them in. So, but
No, if
probably.
you get a sample of one,
One,
or
yeah.
a copy, something, if you find one that you like, you can shoot it to us so we can see
Say, yeah,
it.
that's
even
fine.
picture, like a brochure, right?
Brochure from the manufacturer. all the
Whatever
time.
you see, when you choose it, say, this is mine, this is one I like, then try somehow get it to us, for us to view.
Okay. I
That's
can
the
do
only
that.
thing that we would need to do, I believe, on the windows.
Right, when you're getting ready to think about, you know what, I think I'm gonna tackle this in 3 months or 6 months, or whenever down the road, a little bit, so you can move on. We don't like to hold people up by
Right.
trying to,
Right, so, I mean, the three, like, as I'm learning, basically available now, you got three main, you got Anderson,
Pella.
Anderson, Marva, and Pella, with anything with wood on the inside, like, so if I want a sash on the inside with wood, so it's just a matter of how they're clad, and so, like, the Andersons are clad, well, they have a couple options, but I mean, so as far as that, you want to see what it looks like, but as far as the cladding, an exterior clad window has been, I mean, it's okay, right?
Yeah, yes, we
Well,
don't,
it's our world
we just
today,
want
we
to view it,
understand.
that's all. It's, I don't
Okay.
think
yeah, we
that-
understand, but I know you've got enough taste, I know that.
Well-
I mean, you've got the eye to
No.
know when this is not appropriate.
I
for
want it
my
to look,
house.
yeah, I don't want it to look right.
Yeah.
Not so much, once I go back in, I mean, the sills and the jambs are gonna look between them all from the street.
Reggie, you come from a long line of history,
Well-
historic, architecture, so I know you'll do fine.
Yeah, I just,
So we can have a
the
look-see.
strictly artistic part of it, maybe not to the, but,
Technical's good.
And we're all in agreement that we really like that you're taking care of your house and doing a good job.
well, I'm trying to do it, yeah.
It's your little piece of the planet, take care of it.
Get South Main Street.
Yeah, it's
Really
gonna
good.
come out good, yeah. I put plywood, so I even did it to, I resheathed the top of it just to give it up, and it basically, even though the house has some little undulations in it, but it helped, and it helped for hopefully the windstorms, so.
All right.
It wasn't painful, was it?
Just a little, it took a while.
Reggie, I walked by there today, there's, you removed some of the siding above the porch area, or are you just putting that back?
Yeah, it's gonna take me a little while, but I'm
Yeah.
actually probably get working on that. I'll just put that back in there.
Yeah.
John, did you have?
I don't have anything there.
Laura, that's okay? Said anybody want to entertain a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve 5-1-24-07 with the window sample after you get it.
Okay.
I'll second that.
So how do I do the sample? I drop it off with Carolyn, or do I,
Wait one second. So we have,
Sorry.
we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, any opposed? Okay. Yeah, just get it to Carolyn.
Okay.
And then
We
she
can all
get
pop
it.
in.
If it's a window, that's fine. If it's a sash, that's fine, whatever. If it's a brochure, that's fine.
okay. Okay.
Thanks, Reggie.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Rick.
All right. Moving ahead, 19 North Main Street. Is that you, Gussie?
That's me, come on down.
Come on down.
I was just,
And just, pardon, just need you to state name, business, since it's a business, who you are, what. you
Shepherd
represent.
Realty, I'm Gussie Schultes. 19 North Main Street is the business address. I was sent here 0 hour by Jenny, and she couldn't make it. So I'm not really sure why. I'm
That
here.
being Jenny Shepherd, Shepherd Real Estate.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Well, it's actually for putting a logo on the window of the front window, because when the building was redone, the tint on the windows is really dark, and people can't tell what we are. And they think we're a coffee shop, they think we're a nail salon, and unless the door's propped open and I'm yelling out the door, they don't know what we are. So David Lane is doing the logo on
He
the,
does terrific work.
yeah, and that's gonna be on the front window, very simple, centered. Oh, there it is, you have it.
Yeah.
And that's really it. Oh, do you need to know the size? I think I know the
Yeah.
size. The signage area is 43 by 54. The window itself is 69 by 70. And it's the same colors and logo as the sign above. But as you look at the picture, you can't really tell what's going on in there.
You know, I like that. Here I'm with the Eye Travels with the billfish with like the rays of the sun.
Yeah.
And you've got the black and white, which is very sophisticated, very easy to read, very quick, you know what you are. And it isn't unlike the color of the sort of the chartreuse family that's a trim on the bottom of the window, the
Yeah,
paneling
that's
there.
what I just noticed.
There's a nice flow there. It isn't like it's red or blue.
Yeah,
or
Sue,
something.
actually, Sue Lane kind of changed
Well,
it
they-
to match that.
They have a.
And
that
the
was
black is
surprising.
not a color of the thing, that's just, it's gonna be transparent. This is, the black is actually the window.
Right, and that's a white. And I think
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
a great look. It's one of the
Oh,
best
the
signs
black
I've
is
seen
the
come in a
window.
while.
Yeah.
I was thinking, well, it's
It's
gonna
not
be
gonna,
their view.
yeah,
I was getting ready
no.
to
I know,
figure
that's
it
what,
out.
I was like,
I felt-
so, yeah, but because the tint is very black on the window,
I
but
like
you're
it
only
so
gonna
much
see the
better.
gold and the
Well,
white.
there's so much
I think that's the same
signage
thing you were.
Yeah.
in 2024, you don't even know what the business is. They've got these cutesy names.
Yeah.
And you're clueless, and I
Oh.
like that it's, for you all, real estate.
It is
gotcha,
kinda funny, though,
Sales
because,
and rentals.
yeah,
And then
people
your
are-
phone number. It's.
I'm gonna start
very
people,
good
telling
for
people to pick their
advertising.
color when they walk in, because they think we're a nail salon.
Salon.
Your little side hustle,
Stuck to the inside.
do pedicures when it's.
Gussie, is it on the inside or the outside of the window? Do you know?
Probably
On the outside.
Outside of the window?
Is that how he does it?
Yeah, that's why she had come. 'cause it's
Yeah,
on the outside.
because it's on the outside.
Correct. Okay, anybody else have any questions or anything to ask Gussie? Entertain a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve case number 5-1-24-08 as presented.
Second that motion.
Motion and a second, all in favor? Any opposed?
Great. Nice
Okay.
job.
You're all
Nice to see
set.
something.
Thank
Come
you.
to sign away.
Adios.
Really nice.
Do we have no one else to bring anything up? Do we have comments from the public? Anyone from the public wish to say anything?
Want to comment from the board member?
Comments from the staff?
I have a question and want to know, on the Peninsula Bank, when did that bright white trim, it's absolutely awful, on that beautiful arched window there? Well, is it Deborah Moore? It's Deborah, not Deborah Moore, but Deborah Shield, Deborah, what is, Everett, okay, I've known her for a long time, so.
Where?
The Peninsula Bank,
Oh, right
that
here.
beautiful, now, we never, remember when PG got in there and did that Pepto-Bismol pink? They did the hot pink up there, which certainly wasn't.
It was
a
pink,
color.
and now it's been painted white.
I beg your pardon?
It was pink, and then now
It's chalk white. It's not even a something, and when you look at everything, I looked at all the trim in town and all the green, excuse me. My sinus is here today. And all the greens, it just sticks out. I went down the street, I was like, wow, that's horrible. When did that appear? There's no other white, and that window, I mean, I'm really shocked. I think Deborah has a background with art, and I know her background, and I can't imagine what she was thinking doing chalk white with a brick. There isn't even anything like that, and again, it's just a shame for a beautiful building to have that window with the big, it looks like a white magic marker that's going around it. So when did that show up? Do you know, Carolyn? She just got somebody up there one day to paint it?
No, I have no idea.
Is it the door on the corner or the
I'm
next
talking
door?
about on South Main Street, that beautiful arched window that faces Gail Lewis's old building or whatever. They're building Gail Law, they rent now the people in the corner
Right.
there of the hotel, catty corner from the hotel. And
Right.
there's just a magnificent, beautiful arched window. There was a bank there next to there, and it just, you all should look at it. They're like, well, it's not good. No. The greens on the, when you come around the bank, it's all that sort of moss green. And Laura and I spent, I can't tell you how much time with Jack Burge's assistant when he was agonizing over what colors are we going to do on the trim on the old style guide, the old Barlow's Pharmacy, you know. It was a lot of time and thought about, and we had Paige Hammond come over, who no one knows historic colors better than Paige Hammond, Atlantic Hotel fame from yesterday. And I just thought, wow, that really is.
Can we contact, should we contact her? And-
Well, at first I was curious if, like, the other day, we had a surprise with Susan Conley when she said Dave had approved something, which we didn't know, you know, when we talked about, could she go ahead and start the project? I didn't know if there was something I didn't know.
I think that was a miscommunication. What Dave said, that you
Yeah, I think that
could
was-
secure your property, and she took it to be that she could do it.
Yeah, right, and whatever I want to say, yeah, but I mean, I didn't want to say anything if something had been said previously. She said, is that okay? And so I said, oh yeah, that's fine. I don't want to come in there and say, well, I didn't know that. But what I'm hearing is she just made an executive decision, I guess,
Yeah,
she
we-
bought the building. She did a lovely job on the park out back, the little
Yeah.
plants up there by the baked store. I think that was the nice inviting things for people in town to come and sit and have, you know, their kids or whatever. But I just think it goes, and Paige did say, when we did the historic district, or they did set that up, she and Ed Hammond, they were going with the guidelines of Annapolis. As I recall, Laura and I met with her when she moved back to this area, and we're very curious because she was the one who started this whole thing with Ed Hammond. You know, were there things we should know that we didn't know? And she did say we do have that okay to discuss what colors are appropriate, not appropriate for the period of the building.
And she did give us color samples. of
Yes,
her
color
reading
samples that were.
That I have.
Approved. So I don't know where we go from there, other than I think you all look at it and see if just Mary Moore is doing a little rage here because I don't care for it. And I think it goes totally against everything that we do, trying to create a homogeneous look when you go down the street. So I appreciate if you all look at it. Tell me what you think.
And if we feel that we need to call her to, you know, talk to her about it, we can.
Well, I don't feel like,
I'm sure
as a
she
citizen,
doesn't.
I don't think she needs me to Mary, I don't mind, put my name on something, but Mary Moore citizen saying, I don't like your choice of colors. I think it's a formality, I feel, about the Historic District Commission, that we're here to make sure that Main Street and anyone in the district is really doing the very best for Berlin. Yeah.
She
That's what
probably
we're
just
here
didn't
for.
know. She probably just didn't know.
Probably not. And that is what we're here for.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly. And I
we're
really
here
would
to do.
appreciate if, you know, the four of you would just sort of look at it and go to the other side of the street or drive by and look at it and say, oh, I think it's fine. Then if you all think it's fine, then it's just my eye again. jumping out at me. That's it, thank you for listening.
I
I always go through town looking at everything, that's what we're here for, right? Make sure that we keep this
Make sure
story.
that no one steps off the sidewalk in front of me when I'm driving, I'm not looking at them.
Well, I'll drive you around, or you.
Then I would feel like, oh, thanks, Mary. All right, any other commissioners, anything else?
Richard Warren sent me a picture, I showed everybody of the old, the front of Barlow's Pharmacy building. It wasn't a mural, it was more of an advertisement, and I don't know the year.
Tell me again what it said, because I
It
love
says Berlin Opera House and moving picture shows.
moving picture shows, black and white.
Yeah, black and white, very simple. So I'm gonna take it down to Ivy Wells and let her look at it and see if it's something they wanna pursue, because the mural on Fifth Street just turned out so well.
Oh, I think so.
I don't want it to just go crazy in town with all this, but
I
if we
don't
can,
know how many there are.
if we can restore a couple of them, I think
So
it's a
that
good
building
idea.
was a movie house.
An opera house.
Beautiful.
They said there was a stage, up where the apartments are, there was a stage.
My mother-in-law, who would be 100 and some years old, right, great aunt, said they used to go up there and have shows all the time and dances, so she was probably born in
I don't have
1914,
that.
12, 14, that was where people went to town. And then wood floor and all that, and then a big stage, and they'd give shows, and everyone would come. And it was-
There's a book, and I have it at home. I don't have the book at home, but Richard sent me a name of a book that has the information on the opera house.
Oh,
As in the Baltimore book. Baltimore.
I don't think so.
Interesting.
It's worth pursuing again.
Oh, Richard, I'm glad you're still interested in downtown
Yeah.
Florida.
Or he's probably watching now, waiting to it. He's watching something. I don't have anything to bring up as well, so we call for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
To adjourn.
Second motion.
Meeting adjourned.